And with Biden floundering everywhere from his COVID response to inflation to crime, why are some Republicans bending over backwards to throw him a lifeline? Well, that's exactly what some are doing on this infrastructure bill. Now, as we told you last week, the GOP members negotiating with Biden and the Dems are being played. It's embarrassing. And now the Democrats are demanding that the GOP reopen discussions on all the points they already agreed to, as we predicted. Now, one of those being played like a fiddle is Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy. Now, remember, Cassidy was one of the few Republican senators to vote to convict Donald Trump in his second impeachment trial. Now, despite the absurd charges and the fact that nearly 60% of Louisianans voted for Trump, and who's taking the infrastructure negotiating lead? Well, it's Ohio's Rob Portman. So Cassidy, represented by Portman, Mitt Romney, then Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski's blessing, all of them. Now, Rob Portman is going to be the one negotiating away Republicans' hand to the Democrats. Joining me now, Dinesh D'Souza, conservative author, filmmaker, host of the Dinesh D'Souza podcast. Dinesh, you think of Louisiana, you think of Senator Kennedy, who's so hard, just strong and solid. Then you got this guy Cassidy, just was elected in 2020, a disaster. Why are these Republicans just giving away the store with this infrastructure, giving Biden a cover?
It's because Republicans have a completely different psychology than Democrats. Republicans here are literally trying to keep the Biden ship afloat. They feel it's their responsibility to prevent it from kind of tipping over. Now, there are no Democrats who really behave like this. The only Democrat who, in a sense, even plays footsie with the other side is Joe Manchin. And let's remember there's a reason for that. Joe Manchin is in a very conservative state, which Trump won decisively. So there are strong political reasons for Manchin to play to the center. But think about Cassidy. He's in a very safe state, Louisiana. Think about Romney in Utah. So a lot of these sort of never-Trump Republicans who are trying to kind of make peace with the Democrats, there is no political reason to do it. And what they should be doing is actually letting the Biden ship sink so Republicans can coast to victory in the midterms next year.
Right. Well, here's how Senator Bill Cassidy is doing Biden's bidding. Watch.
We continue to work hard, worked all day yesterday, all through the weekend. There's some thorny issues, but we can get it done. And the infrastructure bill is not the Bernie bill, not the kind of reckless spending and taxation that the Democrats want to do. This is about roads, bridges, and highways.
Oh, my God, he's a very stupid man. I'm sorry. He's just a very stupid man. If this is how he thinks politics is done, he should just go back to practicing medicine and call it a day. Dinesh, why does giving Biden the victory, the bipartisan victory on infrastructure, grease the wheels for the reconciliation remake of America? Why does it do that?
Well, it does that because the way the Democrats operate is they will convert a small victory into a bigger victory. It will give them the kind of momentum. They say, okay, well, we got the first thing done, but now we need to get to second base and to third base and finally to the home run. So Republicans need to do block and tackle. Biden has a narrow window. It's about a year before the midterms kind of kick in seriously. And so everything that we can do to block and tackle them in the meantime, that's obviously the smart play for Republicans. But it's not the smart play for these guys, because in some ways they're the useful idiots of the Biden administration.
Oh, my God. Every Louisianan watching this show tonight, make your voice heard. Talk to Cassidy's office respectfully. Show up not respectfully. Make your voices heard. You just got to do it. Now, Dinesh, we heard tonight now that Pelosi is planning to announce an extension of so-called proxy voting. Okay, during COVID, they didn't have to show up to vote. Well, now apparently she wants to make this permanent. That's the ultimate goal here. They want to continue proxy voting. Why is that such a bad thing? The new normal becomes the normal.
Well, I think that we see here that the Democrats all across the board have sort of no respect here for democratic processes that have been long established. They're perfectly willing to use those processes when they come to their benefit, but the moment the political tables turn, you see this with the filibuster, you see this on so many other issues, the rules are really not really rules for them. They're merely opportunities when it's one way, and then they're obstacles when it's the other way. So this is a party that's completely without principle, and for us to debate them as if we're debating the merits of the filibuster or the merits of the proxy rule. They would flip on those issues completely if the roles were reversed.
Yeah, this is why these Republicans negotiating are just complete buffoons. Dinesh, thank you.